Yesterday was day 244 of protests, daily consecutive protests in the city of Elizabeth City, North Carolina, and the county of Pasquotank County, North Carolina, over the police shooting of Andrew Brown Jr. that took place on April 21st. I took a couple of days off of the protests when I had my booster shot. But they've been still going strong, so it's still a continuous daily protest, which is good. And so 244 days, that's a long time, folks. We're almost getting to the 1 year mark, which is pretty incredible. And again, like, just to rehash and refresh people on the scenes here, what's going on in Elizabeth City and Pasquotank County? For those of you that don't know, the Pasquotank County Sheriff deputies tried to serve a warrant. The warrant was actually not signed by a judge. Whoops. We sent them to warrant, just assumed they would sign it, and then we killed someone. Yikes. But guess what? It's cool, because they got paid vacation, and they got extra overtime, and they got a salary bump. So it's all good. Everything was fine. Andrew Brown Jr. was shot in the back of the head. When they were trying to serve this warrant, an arrest warrant, a search warrant, I don't know. They said it was both. There's no signed warrants. When they tried to serve this warrant, they ended up shooting into a neighbor's kitchen. No charges will be brought against these officers because the district attorney, Andrew Womble, said at a press conference a few weeks later that they couldn't let him get away. That's weird. That's strange. Why couldn't they let him get away? If it's a search warrant, do you really need them to be on the premises to serve a search warrant? If you couldn't let him get away, that sounds like it was an arrest warrant. But again, there was no signed arrest warrant. And so immediately after firing the lethal execution shots, Deputy Daniel Meads, one of the three shooters, along with Robert Morgan and Aaron Llewellyn, Deputy Daniel Meads immediately modified his gun's magazine to cover up the amount of bullets he used, and then lied to investigators about the amount of times he fired, and then also with tampering with his magazine. This was actually caught on another sheriff deputy's body camera, but he is so stupid he did not realize that someone else was recording. So again, he lied to investigators the day of! Now, again, if this shooting was justified, you had to kill the evil drug dealer, right, as they keep telling us. Andrew Brown Jr. dealt drugs, death sentence, right? Because that's in the Constitution, apparently. They had to. They couldn't let him get away, right? But it was justified, right? It was a justified shooting. So why would you hide the amount of shots you fired? It seems a little weird to me. But again, it's all good because immediately afterward, they all got paid vacation. Yeah, that's right. They got 2 months of paid vacation. So in the middle of a labor shortage, right, an economic depression, a jobs crisis in this country, right, people cannot pay their rent and utility bills on time, it's all good. Your tax dollars, instead of going to that, or instead of going to lower your utility prices, clean the water, maybe fix the potholes, it's all good because your tax dollars are being sent so that Robert Morgan, Daniel Meads, and Aaron Llewellyn can sit at home and chill and watch Netflix on the taxpayer's dime after murdering someone in cold blood. So it's all good, folks. Everything's fine. But wait, it gets even better. Because as soon as they got back to work, the Pasquotank County Board of Commissioners decided, we're going to give the whole sheriff's department a raise. That's right, every sheriff's deputy, not just the ones who executed Andrew Brown Jr. and murdered him on April 21st. Every sheriff's deputy got a raise. Got a salary increase. That's literally, you are paying someone to murder someone at that point. They murder someone, then you give them the money. It's legalized, like, assassination. It's legalized, like, hitman activity, right? These are mobsters. These are gangsters. It's just that they control the government. But it's all good. I keep forgetting the fact that it's all good. Everything was smoothed over, right? Because then, after that, they wasted another $69,000 US dollars, the Pasquotank County taxpayers US dollars, on bringing in an outside organization called Police to Peace, right? And they're going to sit down and have a real good talking to these sheriff deputies, convince them to be peace officers, gosh darn it. And then they're going to get new uniforms and they're going to change their names to peace officers. But, that's what's going on in Elizabeth City over the last 244 days. Nothing but bullshit. And folks have been still out protesting every single day. All throughout the summer, all throughout tropical storms. We had tropical storms all throughout. Super cold, super hot. People have been out every single day saying that's fucked up. Because it is fucked up.